You're so serious, Scott. Jesus.
I'm like, well, because I'm like refreshing it off to the side, like just trying to get back to the, or just making sure we're actually on the, I'm actually on the podcast and not watching Battletoads the whole time.
Alright, well, that's fine. How's it going, everybody? It's Stefan, the Old World Gamer, along with Scott, Devin, Kane. Welcome to another Retro Indie Pixels podcast.
Doing my very best to pay attention to podcasts and not Battletoads.
And not to Task Speedrun.
So, just a little bit ahead. We have a lot of stuff this week. We have a lot of stuff, because there was a lot of, like, super important things that I wanted to go over. I actually skipped a few.
Yeah, we both skipped stuff. Yeah, and the only thing we had in common was one article, so that means that there's a lot to go over.
We've got news for you this week. We definitely have things to talk about in news and a lot of different.
It was a shorter podcast last week. We're making up for it now.
Yeah, we're gonna make up for it. So again, if you guys are like interested and not interested in certain things, we have the little time codes at the on the description. So if you guys want to hear about certain things and don't want to hear about other things, you can skip ahead or go back and listen to everything that we have to say.
Comments.
In whatever speed that you would like to see it.
Indeed.
So, let's get this ball rolling with the first thing that I'm actually been really interested in here. Dr. Mario World has already hit 2 million installs and over $100,000 spent within the first 72 hours of its release. I'm really surprised by that, to be honest with you. Dr. Mario World has only been available for 3 days and it's already a bit of a hit. Nintendo released its 5th mobile game, Dr. Mario World, a little over 72 hours ago as of the 13th. So, it's already seen over 2 million installs. Players during this time have already spent over $100,000 in app purchases, which range from $1.99 to $69.99. Along with the aforementioned data, Sensor Tower has also compared how Dr. Mario World stacks up against previous Nintendo mobile games during the same period. There's a little chart for you here. Like Fire Emblem Heroes is definitely like way over.
You have to also realize too that this is the revenue. Like if you look at the revenue compared to the installs, by far, like yes, Mario is on the lowest end, but still 100K is not a lot because there's probably not a lot of stuff you need to buy for Dr. Mario. It's probably still fresh, and people are like, I got lots of time to do stuff. And but they look at how many like installs there are though. 2 million.
2 million installs, which is really surprising, especially for something like Dragalia Lost, which I found was like a really, really good game. Only had 300,000 downloads in its first 72 hours, and they really advertised Dragalia Lost. I saw Nintendo's publications for that like weeks in advance, and I will say I was one of the people who downloaded Dragalia Lost when it first came out, and it's still a really good game. Just you have to compare yourself against Super Mario Run, Fire Emblem Heroes, Animal Crossing, and good luck.
And it's also an offshoot of Mario too. It's not like it's the main like Super Mario Run,
right?
So I mean, it is an offshoot of that, but still.
But still looking at the chart itself, it's the 4th biggest of all of their mobile games so far. In Dr. Mario World, players treat viruses by matching the 3 medicine caps. Stages have a limited number of moves similar to other puzzle-based games like Candy Crush and Escapes from Fishton. As players advance, new maps will open up. The game also becomes more challenging with the introduction of obstacles. The free-to-play puzzle game was released on Tuesday, July 9th, a day earlier than the original date provided. It's available on iOS, Android, and in limited markets. It will eventually be released in 60 countries and in multiple languages. So, I mean, it's Dr. Mario. I mean, this is something I was excited for. I will be truthful with you, and I forgot about it. I will be downloading it as soon as we're done, just to give it a try, so that I can give you guys like a little bit of a hey, I played it. Here's what I think about it, sort of thing.
Compared to Candy Crush and Cookie Jam, I'd much rather know that I'm playing Dr. Mario over that stuff. Personally, that's just me. I didn't play Candy Crush. I played the Cookie Jam one for a while just to pass time, more or less, kind of thing. Like if I was at a doctor's office. But then I started playing Final Fantasy Record Keepers, and But yeah, Dr. Mario World, I could see myself playing that. Looks good. We lose Scott? We might have lost Scott. Oh, he's back. Looks like he's back in the call. Here he is. Hold on. We're kind of getting video back. No, we lost him again. Well, I wasn't expecting that to happen. Also, hello to everybody out there watching. And if you do have any comments or concerns or feedback on the podcast, by all means, please join our Discord server or the live stream itself and leave a comment there. We'll always get them that way as well. So, oh, looks like Scott's back. I don't hear him, but I see his video trying to come back in. Oh, damn, we keep... I'm going to stop the call. I'm going to do it again. Do we have Scott back?
Alright.
There we go, we got Scott back. Alright.
Discord decided that it was time to update.
Dude, I find Discord is not very friendly.
Like, hey, we're updating now. Not right now. Jeez. Sorry about that, folks. Jeez.
It's alright, I filled in the gap.
Yeah, sorry about that. Alright. So moving on. Now that we're updated, thanks, Discord. Luigi's Mansion 3 is releasing October 4th.
I might have missed. Did I miss?
You might have missed. Oh,
nope.
We missed one.
You missed one. Ha! Not my fault.
Hold on, did I miss one?
Yeah. Next one I have there is for Torchlight.
No, I have Luigi Mansion. Did I miss giving it to you?
Yeah, because I don't
boy,
see it.
we are just oh yeah, I missed giving it to you. Hold on, let me give that to you real quick. Well, we're just batting 1,000 here today, folks. Holy cow. There you go. That one's for you. I forgot to give you an article. Alright, let's step and cut that ready to go here. Luigi's Mansion 3 is releasing October 4th, according to Amazon Mexico. Amazon Mexico sent out ship date notice with those who pre-ordered Luigi's Mansion 3, stating the game will be released on October 4th. News of notice was posted by an Amazon Mexico customer on Resetero. Nintendo hasn't announced a release date for Luigi's Mansion 3, so keep this tucked away as a rumor for the time being. That said, Amazon Mexico has been rather accurate regarding leaked release dates in the past. As noted by Nintendo Everything, the retailer leaked accurate release dates for South Park Fractured But Whole and NIS's RPG Maker MV. Still, again, this is a rumor until confirmed by Nintendo. Yeah. Announced in September of last year, Luigi's Mansion 3 takes place in a luxury hotel and allows you to summon Gooluigi to help you overcome obstacles as you hunt ghosts. The game also features co-op, allowing a friend to take control of Gooluigi. There's also a Scare Scraper mode, which can be played online or locally with up to 8 players on 4 Switch systems. So, I haven't played any of the other Luigi Mansion games, but this game is, like, really piquing my interest. Like, the things that I've seen on it so far, it's like, it really looks good. Like, really, really, really looks good.
Yeah, I watched Robin play all the way through it, and I didn't really get a chance to play, but it did look like it could be fun. This one looks even better.
Right, like, very, very, like, a lot of, like, I've seen, like, a lot of the new things that they're adding to it, like being able to use your thing there to, like, slam ghosts and use a suction cup to be able to, like, slam other things and objects and stuff like that. It looks like it's going to be, like, a really cool game, and October 4th, it's saying, so it's a little over, August, September, October, like, a little over 3 months before we get to it, so...
what I really like about it is that it looks more atmospheric. Like, the first one looked really dark when you were inside the house in rooms a lot of times, so it was kind of like... Sometimes it was easy to miss little things, like, oh, there was a piece of furniture right here that I could have just, went over to and sucked out a gold bar or whatever the case may be. So
right.
But this one here, like, it has the right amount of dark, but the right amount of light and color as well. It's so nice looking.
Mm-hmm. And like this new Gooluigi feature is going to be able to make it so that being able to go to different places just with the Gooluigi makes like for different sort of encounters for it.
Yep.
So next up, Torchlight. is free free on the Epic's Game Store. Limbo is next. The free weekly game for the Epic's Game Store as of July 12th is going to be Torchlight. Torchlight is here, available to claim for free through the Epic's Game Store site or the client. Torchlight is available until Thursday, July 18th, when it will be replaced with Limbo. Torchlight is a Diablo-style top-down RPG that's beloved by many. The game has a distinct art style and plenty of content, though it is nearly 10 years old. Visuals still hold up today. Unlike its sequel, the original Torchlight does not support multiplayer and is only playable solo. Believe it or not, Torchlight brand is still actually pretty active, and we're getting a new game, Torchlight Frontiers, at some point in the future. So there will be a link in this particular in this article for you to be able to go, or you just go onto your Epic Store launcher and claim Torchlight for yourself. I have personally played Torchlight. I have played Torchlight 2, and it is very comparable to Diablo 2, and it is fun as hell. If you have not played Torchlight, I really suggest going and picking up this version or this free version of the game and giving it a try. It is very good. It is definitely going to make you to want to pick up Torchlight 2 when you're done. Just the game is super fun. Like I said, it's Diablo style top-down action RPG, and like I said, it's extremely comparable to Diablo 2. So
I think I have the collector's edition of Torchlight 2 over there.
Right, but if you're looking for something Diablo-like and you haven't played it yet, I would absolutely 100% recommend going and picking up Torchlight for free. I mean, you can't beat value cost free when it comes to games. You know what I'm saying?
Really do, especially when it's suggested or someone's telling you that it's worth getting when it is free. So
yeah, and then Limbo is going to be available next, which also is like really, really good game. Mm-hmm. Moving on, Minecraft Earth beta is coming soon. New gameplay has been released. Mojang has shown off the first gameplay footage of Minecraft Earth as the game approaches public testing. The developer confirms that the Minecraft Earth closed beta will be kicking off in the next 2 weeks on iOS. The game is coming to Android as well, but beta testing for Google's platform will follow sometime after the iOS. Minecraft Earth, if you're unfamiliar, was initially unveiled in May as an augmented reality-enabled version of the popular game. Similar to Pokemon Go, the game lays out a virtual world on top of the real world. Through your phone screen, you're able to mine resources and build and create alongside others in a shared world. Today's gameplay footage does a great job of explaining how it all works and what you can expect from the upcoming beta test. Being a closed beta, however, only a few will be invited. You can sign up for a chance to get an invite. Honestly, I'm not really sure how keen I am on Minecraft Earth being like a shared world sort of thing, because this is going to be, like I said, it's a shared world, which means that you playing the game, and that guy playing the game, and this guy playing the game, and me playing the game, we're all going to see the same stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay? So you're going to have those people that are going to be going to public places where the kids are going to be running around and building gigantic dicks in the middle of parks.
Yeah.
Do you not think this isn't going to happen?
You know that there's going to be trolls. There's got to be trolls. I mean, there's trolls in everything with gaming.
There's no way you're going to get around that. They're going to be in public places, big open places where people are going to be able to, oh, here's a big good place for resource mining. Let's put dicks everywhere. Like, this is, you should be in your own world. I mean, I understand that, they want it to be like a big, everybody plays with everybody sort of thing. And that's kind of what Pokemon Go is about. But at the same time, you can't leave your personal stuff laying around. Mm-hmm. And it's literally just going to be like, oh, he's going to make a fountain. He's going to make a cool house. Yeah, he's going to make a cool house that looks like a dick. I mean, you're not going to get around that. It's just, you're never going to get around the fact that people are going to troll this sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I really, really, really hope that there's a way for them to be able to go, hey, this looks like this. It has to be deleted. Yep. Or something along those lines. I don't know how, but I think this should be something that they should keep a very close eye on and make sure that, people who do that sort of stuff face some sort of consequence for it, because it's like, I don't ask me how. It's not gonna. I'm not gonna be playing it, I am sure my kids are going to be playing it because they're big on Minecraft and that sort of stuff. But it's unavoidable. So I saw this and I couldn't help it. I had to laugh. Shenmue 3 backers will not be getting a season pass because they haven't done enough to shoot themselves in the foot yet.
Well,
funding Shenmue 3 won't net you everything the game has to offer. Shenmue 3 can't keep away from controversy. After placating disgruntled PC fans over the game's Epic Star exclusivity, EastNet has once again riled up its audience, this time over exclusive and post-launch content. As backer Antonio Miranda posted, under the game's last update, the Shenmue 3 team has confirmed that backers will have to buy their own additional content. Standard and deluxe versions released through the retail stores are not affiliated with the crowdfunding campaign, EastNet told Miranda, so will not be included with backer pledges. They will be available for sale separately. Granted, the overwhelming majority of backers chipped in at less than $60 a pop, but it's really only enough for the full edition, and deluxe versions were never sold during the campaign. But it's being seen as yet another knock against the game that's shrouded in controversy since day one. There's an additional content exclusive to Kickstarter and Slacker backer editions, but with some retailers also bundling exclusive content, it looks like it will be impossible to obtain 100% content complete edition of the long-awaited sequel. Man, I just don't know.
That's like, honestly, I'm sorry, but people are bitching about too much. I'm just gonna say, you're bitching about fucking too much. You're paying less than $60, you're gonna get a game. As long as that game is a game that you can play and you can complete, you got your money's worth. That's like saying, oh, well, I backed this game and later they put out DLC and didn't give it to me for free because I didn't pay for it. Like, right. What the fuck do you expect? Of course you're not gonna get it for free.
Like, DLC I can see. Like, just straight up like DLC, additional content to the game, like end post content, sure. But I think a season pass is a different story because season pass is required for certain things in certain games, and I don't know. I think the backers who backed it only for $60 and the people who are going to pay the same amount when it comes out, like the physical copy version, I think that's fine. All right. Mm-hmm. If you've not paid over X amount, like I say, like let's just say the $60 backers, no, but the people who've backed it for $100 plus should be getting that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
At the very least, if you've only, like let's say you got in for $50 and you're going to be getting yourself a copy of the game, of course you're not going to get the season pass. Of course not. But I think that the people who back for higher amounts should be able to get this season pass, at least for a discounted price, if not for free. But the DLC,
backers should be able to get it at a discounted price, even at the under 60 people, sure.
Right.
And I agree with you. I think anyone who's paid $100 plus should get the pass for
should
free.
Be getting it. Yes.
But yeah, discounted for the backers, people who buy it off of launch date once it comes out.
No,
that's your own fault. You pay for the season pass separately. But yeah, other than that, it's like, I mean, you shouldn't expect to get a full season pass, like, just because. I mean, there's plenty of games that release that you bought full price and then paid for the season pass. So why is this one any different? Just because you're waiting for it?
Right. And it's just, like, it should be like a little bit of backer incentive. Like, if you're paying only $60 on your Kickstarter, of course you're only going to get that stuff, And the people who are actually put in less than $60 and are expecting the season pass to come with it, I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. I mean, that the people who are going to be going and buying the physical copies of that, or even the digital copies of it for $60, they're not going to get it. So why should you be entitled to it just because you kickstarted it? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But I do agree that the people who have put more into it should be getting it.
Yeah.
A little bit of an update on Psychonauts 2. The release date has been pushed back to 2020. Double Fine has delayed Psychonauts 2 up until next year. Tim Schafer Studios wrapped up the hectic E3 with a post-event update for backers on Fig. It's a lot of what we heard on E3. Double Fine is now a Microsoft studio, but that won't stop Psychonauts 2 from hitting PlayStation. The real change for fans, however, is news that the game has been delayed until 2020. There really shouldn't be too many other noticeable changes for you at all, at least not for a while. with one notable exception. We're not targeting next year for the release, Double Fine has said in the update. We know it's always disappointing when you have to wait a bit longer, but we know that you're an amazing supportive bunch who, just like us, want the game to be as good as possible. Double Fine also released a video update following E3, diving into the nuts and bolts of showing the game at the event. Delay is always disappointing, but for fans of the 2005 original, what's another year?
Mm-hmm.
We've kind of gone over. We've kind of gone over this. I just kind of wanted to skim over this just a little bit, just for the people who have been, expecting Psychonauts to be coming out in 2019. It's just, just expect it for 2020 because, there's always...
Like we said before, it's better to have a game that's ironed out and ready to go rather than something that's been rushed and that you're going to complain about, like everyone always tends to find.
Yeah, it's kind of, this is more of like a, hey guys, this is what's happening, more than let's complain about it coming out for another year, because like we've said in the past, another year makes your game more quality and you're gonna have a better experience with it. So moving on, Facebook signs a deal with Ubisoft to develop Assassin's Creed and Splinter Cell for Oculus Rift.
Yeah,
a news report states Facebook and Ubisoft have signed a deal to bring Assassin's Creed Splinter Cell to Oculus. According to the report on the information, Facebook has signed a VR exclusivity deal with Ubisoft and to develop Assassin's Creed and Splinter Cell for its Oculus headset. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg has said to have been involved with the deal. The report also states Facebook is looking to acquire game studios to beef up development for the headset. When reached for comment, Facebook spokesperson told GI.biz it couldn't comment on specific partnerships, but it will continue to focus on expanding its Oculus library for reaching broader gaming audiences for years to come. File this away as a rumor, then, for the time being. Speaking of which, a new Splinter Cell game is being in the works for what's been rumored for seems like ages now, but Ubisoft has yet to confirm or deny those rumors. I think it would be neat to play an Assassin's Creed game on Oculus Rift. Like, the game is already one of those, like, really cool, sneak around and do things, but how cool would it be to be in the shoes of, like, Ezio? Or, any of the other assassins or something like that. But, like, I think that would be neat. Like, even something like Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell's another one of those, hey, sneak around and do your stuff and, and...
I was just thinking of how funny it would be, is it, like... You're trying to jump onto it like a ledge or something. You almost miss it, and like in real life, you're just like, like wait, that's not gonna help. That'd be so good. I want to watch someone play that.
And there's going to be those people out there who are going to take these Assassin's Creed VR games a little too seriously. They're going to have knives and swords in their hands. They're going to start stabbing their dog and stuff like that because they're going to be doing stupid stuff. And I am going to be sitting back here and laughing like hell at those people who do stupid stuff because they want to immerse themselves in their games just a little bit too much. I mean, being on Oculus Rift and being an Assassin's Creed game is already immersing yourself into a universe where it's like, how exactly are you going to be, getting into this? But this is going to happen, Stefan. Mm-hmm. You know it is. There's going to be people out there who are going to get hurt because they're going to try to do stupid things, and then they're going to fall over their coffee table, and I can't wait. Honestly, I want to see these dumb people tripping over their coffee tables and stabbing their dogs because they played Assassin's Creed. Okay, let me rephrase that, alright? I don't want to see people stabbing their dogs, but I want to see them doing stupid stuff.
Yes.
No dogs are harmed in the making of this film, okay? I'm just throwing that out there, okay? But I want to see somebody stabbing themselves in the leg. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I was playing VR Assassin's Creed. Now I'm in the hospital getting stitches because I stabbed myself with a kitchen knife. Man, you stupid ass. Anyway, Nintendo is working on a way to transfer games between Switch devices.
Ooh.
They are working on a way for Switch users to transfer content between devices. Switch users will be pleased to know that Nintendo is working on a feature which will allow them to transfer content between multiple devices. This will come in rather handy considering the company announced Switch Lite today. Switch users can currently transfer content from one system to another, but this is solely intended to facilitate swapping systems entirely, such as if one develops a fault. Talking to CNET, Nintendo of America President Doug Bowser said that additional system transfer options are in the works.
Okay.
Fans will be hoping that this is more of a comprehensive solution that'll take into account users possibly owning 2 different Switch systems at the same time. You will have the ability to transfer between devices your gameplay experiences, he said. More to come on there, but that is the intention. As CNET notes, it is possible Nintendo is working on a multi-device solution which would allow Switch owners to just sign into different systems to access their account and content. This would be in line with PS4 and Xbox One, both of which allow you to just sign into a second system to access your account and games. Switch Lite launches September 20th and will run you $200 or the original equivalent. I think this is just a no-brainer idea, honestly. This is something that I've really had struggles with on the 3DS, being able to go from one 3DS to another, try to bring your stuff over, and just trying to get into your Nintendo account and download all your games, and it's such a super freaking hassle. And just being able to have something as like an Xbox Live account or a PS4 account, where you can just go, okay, here's my login stuff, here's my data, here's my password, and they'll be like, all right, cool, here's all your stuff. Duh.
Especially if you're someone who, like, if you're a collector, there's a good chance that you like variants, meaning that if a console looks slightly different or has a slightly different box or control, like these 3 here, they all look fantastic, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, for myself, personally, I'd love to have all of those. I'd like to have a Switch, period, but still, like, it looks nice. So, I mean, yeah, it's also nice to be able to say, okay, if something does happen to this one, I can throw it back in the box, I can boot up this one over here, get my stuff back, and, pretend as if nothing happened, so.
Right. And just being able to go say, hey, there's my Switch over there, but I'm going to get a Switch Lite, because I want to be able to, take it with me on a vacation or something like that, and I don't really want to bring that Switch with me. I want a smaller version that I could just carry on with, in my pocket or with luggage or something like that, that you're going to be able to play all the stuff that you have already on one Switch and just move it to another.
Yeah.
So, also Nintendo. I don't know if you've heard, but if you've got any Switches laying around, like doorstops or something like that, I heard Stefan could use one. I'm just throwing that out there.
I agree. If it can barely turn on, I'm fine with that. I'll fix it myself if I have to. That's cool. But
we're looking at you, Nintendo. We know you Switches as doorstop.
You know what it is. We just got a bunch just laying around like, this one here's got a weird colored button or something. I'm cool with that. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, right. All right, so this is one of the main. Oh, just kicked my desk. This is the story that I had the most interest in for this week. A deleted tweet seems to suggest that Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming to more than just the PS4. The Final Fantasy VII Remake has only ever been advertised as a PS4 game, but it looks like this is no longer the case. An update to this story before we get into it is following the publication of the story, Square Enix has sent a statement reiterating that Final Fantasy VII Remake has only been announced for the PS4. As previously announced, Final Fantasy VII Remake will be released for the PlayStation 4 on March 3rd, 2020. We have no plans on other platforms, it reads. What they say is that it's only been announced for the PS4. Original Story says earlier today, Xbox Germany posted a video of Final Fantasy VII Remake revealing that it will arrive on Xbox One on March 30th, 2020. In case you're unaware, this is the same release date for the PS4. The tweet was quickly deleted, with Xbox Germany communications and social lead Maxi Groff promptly apologizing. We did an internal mistake on the social team. We took the video off immediately. Sorry, no announcements on our side, she wrote. PS4, of course, is the only platform the game has ever been officially announced for, so you can see why the tweet caused confusion. Although no logos for any other platform has appeared in trailers released thus far, Square Enix never explicitly said Final Fantasy VII Remake is a PS4 exclusive. The assumption was that it will launch first on the PS4 before coming to other platforms. Indeed, the E3 2015 reveal trailer featured a play it first on PS4 stinger at the end, which points to the game being a timed exclusive. It now appears that the timed exclusivity either no longer exists or negligible enough that the other platforms could advertise the remake's release. This may also be a simple screw-up on Xbox end, but only time will tell. This is what I've basically been saying from the get-go. I don't understand why it is that Squeenix wants to only release this for the PS4. I think it's a silly move.
Just better relationships, I would say, more than anything else.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes sense to me to just release this. Just release this on other platforms. I mean, I don't have a PS4. I have no intention of getting a PS4. My thing, though. I dropped my thing. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, it would just make more sense to be able to play it on whatever system you want to play it on. Yeah. So if I want to play it on my PC, I can play it on my PC. If I want to play it on my Xbox, I should be able to play it on my Xbox. I mean, Final Fantasy has never been a console exclusive game. I mean, the first bunch of games were on Nintendo. I mean, it's been basically a PlayStation exclusive sort of game for a while. I mean, Final Fantasy 11 and Final Fantasy 14 have had PC releases. Mm-hmm. But all of like the mainstream just JRPG games have been on the PlayStation. And I get the fact that you want to continue with that, but I think at the same time, I think it's about time to be able to play your Final Fantasy games on whatever console you want. Final Fantasy 15 is available on all of the Xbox One, PS4, PC. You can get it anywhere you want. Releasing it on PS4 first, all right, cool. I get it. That's what you want to do. And I think that's fine, provided that you actually allow people who don't own these consoles a chance to play your game.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think they would have done that anyways, really.
Yeah. I mean, it just seems silly to me to just only make it on PS4. With as good as the game looks, you want to get it on as many platforms as you possibly can. Mm-hmm. And I think this little bit of like, Final Fantasy VII Remake, March 3rd, 2020, Xbox One. I mean, come on now. Did you think people weren't going to see this? And, it's just a mistake on marketing here. We didn't actually mean to do that. Sure you didn't. Anyway, moving on. Nintendo is adding a rewind system feature to all NES games free in Switch Online. Nintendo has debuted a new feature available to Nintendo Switch Online subscribers. Nintendo this week revealed that the 2 NES classics coming soon to the collection available on Nintendo Switch Online members. Nintendo is adding a rewind function that lets players replay any section of a level with a button press. Rewind can be activated by holding ZL and ZR, and it works similarly to the feature found on Capcom's Mega Man Legacy Collection and Nintendo's own SNES Mini. You're able to seek through the timeline and resume from any moment. The NES collection is online already supports save states, so Rewind is a nice addition. The feature will be available beginning July 17th alongside The Wrecking Crew and Donkey Kong 3, the 2 new games coming to the collection. It will, however, be usable in every game in the collection. I think this is cool, honestly.
It makes sense, really.
For me, this seems to me like it's going to be for somebody who wants to pick up like an NES game to speedrun it. I think this is going to be a great way for you to be able to practice sections
instead of having to do save states for everything.
Yeah, like load up a state, play the thing, load up a state. You could just like whoop, try this section, do it a different way. Whoop, try the section, do it this way. Whoop, try the section. Yeah. I think it's going to be just great for people who want to find new things to do in speedrunning. So I don't know what other practical purposes it might have other than like, oh crap, I died. No, I didn't. You know, like, hey, I beat this game. I didn't cheat at all.
And those 2 new games coming out there, that takes away one of my articles for later.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I haven't played much Wrecking Crew, but Donkey Kong 3 I played a little bit on 42 and 1 back in the day. Yeah. That was the only way I ever had a chance playing it. It's a fun game. I've speedrun that as well.
I mean, I've played very little of it, so I really can't give you that much of a
Oh,
you know.
the speedrun is fun, but the very first glitch you gotta do is very difficult.
And then that right there, that'll give you the opportunity to say, hey, you know, I'm going to try this glitch again. Oh, didn't do it right? Okay, try it again. Oh, I did it that time. All right, let me try it again the same way. Oh, cool, now I can do this. So it'll be able to, like, for people who want these games for speedrunning to build their muscle memory to be able to, you know, speedrun those games better.
Yeah.
I like this idea. I like it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Pokemon Go has made $2.65 billion in revenue since it launched 3 years ago.
Jesus. Pokemon
Go continues to bring in the cash. The latest Sensor Tower report has estimated Pokemon Go has made $2.65 billion since its revenue since its launch 3 years ago. This means that players have spent an average of $2.4 million in the game daily since its launch. Wow. Sensor Tower has said that that's around $5 for each of its 521 million downloads. According to estimates, the United States has accounted for 35% of the gross spending, close to $928 million in the game. Players in Japan have contributed $779 million, which is 29%, and Germany $159 million, 6%. Jeez. $1.3 billion of revenue came through Google Play, followed by $1.12 billion from iOS users. Just this year alone, the game has grossed almost $400 million globally, which is up 19% year over year. Sensor Towers expects Pokemon Go to hit $3 billion in player spending by the year's end.
That's crazy.
Holy crap!
Oh
really?
My god.
Damn, guys! Holy crap!
People love Pokemon.
The game is 3 years old at this point. I'm not going to lie to tell you that I didn't play this game, because I did. Like, me and my wife were super huge on Pokemon Go. We were like, hey, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, we're bored. We're going to go drive out to the supermarket and see what's out there in the parking lot. Yeah, we did that sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah, so did we.
You want to drive downtown? Do you want to go drive downtown, down Main Street, and get all of the Pokestops?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go do it. I'm not going to lie to you.
One person drives and one person gets a phone in each finger and just tap, 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 tap.
That's exactly what we did. And I'm telling you, for damn sure, we spent an hour making a 4-block circuit just to hit the Pokestops. Like, for sure. Absolutely. And we were like, I'm going to tell you that I actually didn't put any money into this game.
No, neither did I.
But I know there are people 3 years into this game in my local gaming community, like my local card store and stuff like that, who are very avid players of this game and still play it every single day. And I can't imagine that these people haven't put any money into it. So, I mean, it's just crazy. 521 million downloads at $5 a piece. Holy crap. Like, you go, Pokemon Go, I suppose. I mean, that's crazy. If you would have told me 3 years ago that Pokemon Go was going to gross $3 billion in 3.5 years, I would have called you a liar. Like, just straight up dead. There's no way. You talk about this game's gonna make billions of dollars? I don't think so.
What?
Like, now they're talking about $3 billion. Like,
like I said, it's Pokemon. Everyone loves Pokemon.
Oh, I know.
Dude.
Oh, I know. Alright, moving on. Cuphead is going to be getting its own animated series on Netflix.
That sounds awesome.
Netflix has announced a new animated series based on the studio MDHR developed Cuphead. The popular indie game is getting its own animated series on Netflix called The Cuphead Show. The character-driven comedy show will follow the misadventures of Cuphead and his cautious but easily swayed brother across their home, the Inkwell Isles. When IGN asked studios at MDHR to elaborate on the Netflix announcement, the site was told the series will be safe for kids, written so that there will also be things that are funny for adults and appeal to a wider audience. Netflix said that the series will expand on the characters and the world of Cuphead and will be developed by King Feature Syndicate. CJ Kettler will also serve as the executive producer, and Cuphead series Chad and Jared Mordenholler will serve as the executive producers for Studio MDHR. Series will be produced by Netflix Animation and is exclusive produced by Dave Watson and Cosmo Sturgeon, who were Dave Watson was Mickey Mouse shorts, and Cosmo Sturgeon, Sigurdsson, I'm sorry, forgive me, Cosmo Sigurdsson, I'm sorry, who has animated for Rocket Modern Life Static Cling. They will serve as the co-producers. To date, Cuphead has sold over 4 million units worldwide and has won over 20 awards. It's available on PC, Xbox One, and Switch, and its expansion, The Delicious Last Course, is expected next year. For as huge as this game is, I'm not really all that surprised. Just something to do with the series that's just, hey, we're super popular. Let's make something else out of it. Everybody's going to love it.
That's true. I can't see this being terrible. I don't think it's necessary. But, if any video game shows ever taught us anything, is that they don't last long. But we're in a new era where that stuff is a little bit more acceptable than it was back in the 80s and 90s. Right. So things like Mega Man, Mario Bros, Super Mario Bros 3, Legend of Zelda, Captain N, all that stuff flubbed after like 2 seasons. This could last because people are actually more into gaming. It's more acceptable. Parents are fine with it. Back in the day, it was like, get the fuck out of the house and blow the stink off it. And you're like, Jesus, all right.
Yeah. For what it's worth, it's like gaming back in the day where it's like it was a kid's thing. The kids play on the Nintendo and the parents read the newspaper, stuff like that. Nowadays, let's say 20 or 30 years later, a lot more parents are the gamers now.
Yep.
And a lot, it's honestly, I think it's time for this sort of stuff to become more and more mainstream. I think it's time for them to start doing things that are more experimental with this sort of stuff. And I'm looking at you, Nintendo. We need a Legend of Zelda V. What are you waiting for? I
think Metroid would also make a very good sci-fi show. Really good.
Especially for how deep the Metroid lore is, you definitely could go over some of like the smaller elements of Samus's life. Like, you could dedicate an entire season to her growing up on Chozodia. That whole thing with like her interaction with the Chozos. It's like, you have to understand, that would be like a super deep and super dark series, because for what it's worth, for Samus to be able to be prepared for this Chozo armor, she went through some really rigorous training, and there were a lot of things in her training that were like horrific, and some of the things that she had to do to become mentally and physically able to handle the Chozo armor.
Not to mention all the other shit in the game itself, like Mother Brain, how did she come to be? Ridley, who's basically a fucking smart pterodactyl. Come on. I want to see the planet where Ridley came from and all the fucking pterodactyl people. That sounds fucking amazing. Right?
And just being able to take your IP and just expand it in such a way that, like, hey, we're going to, describe the intricacies of this, how Mother Brain came to be. Explain to the people how Mother Brain was technically a good guy character first, because, if you know anything about the Metroid lore, Mother Brain wasn't always an antagonist, but, certain things happened and she gained more sentience over time, and it was like, you know what, fuck you people. And, and how SR-388 ended up being the planet that it is and stuff like that, it absolutely could. And Zelda could just be its own new story,
Mm-hmm.
Just the Zelda blah, blah, blah of the blah, blah, blah time sword thingy, whatever. You just have these IPs that you could absolutely do things with. So Cuphead being one of those where it's like it's so popular that it's being installed in cars.
Yeah.
Going over that again. So anyway, moving on. Some gym trainers will be exclusive to Pokemon Sword and other to Pokemon Shield.
That's weird.
Some of the gym leaders in Sword and Shield will only be available on one of the 2 versions. The latest Pokemon Sword and Shield trainer showing off the new Alcremie, Yepler, Roly-Coly, and Duraludon. I've had trouble with these new names, by the way. Alcremie, Yepler, Roly-Coly, and Duraludon. I don't know. New Pokemon that they released, by the way. The Pokemon Company has also revealed a big change coming with the game. Certain trainers will be exclusive to Sword, where others will only be found in Shield. This is not a universal rule, however, as most trainers will be available in both versions, but locking trainers behind one of the two is certainly new. In the trailer, we got to look at the Fight type Bay in Pokemon Sword and the Goth Ghost type Alistair for Shield. The gym for each respective trainer will also reflect their themes in its colors, which we will also get a brief look at in the trailer. Good grief. For more on Pokemon Sword and Shield, including the new features, major changes like the lack of some Pokemon in the roster, and much more, there are links to be found. Pokemon Sword and Shield, it will be out on November 15th on the Switch. There he is. They're to learn.
He looks pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie.
I think this is a good addition. I think this is inspiring people to play both versions of the game, not just one. For what it's worth, I have always, my wife and I have always been, you get one, I get the other, and we don't mess around with anything. You keep yours, I keep mine, and we never play the other one. And
see, that's why they're doing this, is they want to make more
right.
money. It's a great way to make, to force people. I mean, they were always about that anyways. Oh, you can only get some of this one and only some of this one, so if you buy both, then you can get some in both, all of them then. Like, yeah, okay. So, you're basically asking me to buy two. Now they're like, oh, hey, guess what? Same thing, but hey, trainers too now, so another reason, get both of them. More money, please.
And it makes perfect sense, honestly, on a business, a business scale. That's just saying, hey, if you want to experience all of the gym trainers, you're going to have to buy both versions.
Hey, we're already making $3 billion of Pokemon Go. We need more money, all right? We're
right, yeah.
We need more money.
So, this is definitely going to be something that I feel is going to be another bit of controversy when it comes to Pokemon, with them removing the national dex from the game. But I think the players are going to find themselves like, hey, cool. This is going to be something different. I think that's the main thing that that Pokemon players are going to be at odds with me about, is that I think all of these changes are good changes. There has just been the basic public backlash. Hey, no national dex, so blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, but have you read or listened to why? I think this is a great idea, changing up the fact that there are going to be different trainers in different worlds. So, and it will definitely inspire me to go, hey, I'll just play both versions of the game.
Just waiting to see the next Pokemon dev to come out and have their own SS Anne as their own yacht. Oh, it's a cruise ship, but hey, I'm calling it a yacht for now.
So, anyway. So, here's my second chance, folks. I'm actually going to give you some Blue Protocol stuff that isn't stuff we've talked about already. All right? We just learned of Blue Protocol last week, maybe the week before, and it's already been gearing up for an alpha only in Japan, though. The game was announced a week ago, and it's an online action RPG co-developed by Bandai Namco and Bandai Namco Studio. Bandai Namco, oh my god. Bandai Namco! Alright, let me try this one again, guys. The game was announced a week ago, and it is an online action RPG co-developed by Bandai Namco Online and Bandai Namco Studios. Right now, it's only confirmed for a release in Japan. Now we have our first look at character creator, some screenshots, and even a trailer. Here's the character creator as shown in a tweet from the official Blue Protocol account, which you're seeing on the screen at the moment. And also, there is, down at the bottom of it, is going to be an actual gameplay trailer. We also have our first proper trailer showing the game's gorgeous anime art. We get a lot of cinematic footage, but we also get what looks like some combat. And
cool,
it looks like fun.
I didn't get to see this yet, so I'm actually very. They only just showed us a screenshot last time, which is kind of
yeah. They basically the screenshots that they have down at the bottom of the article is pretty much the same stuff as they had before. But in Japan, players will now sign up for a closed beta alpha at the game's official site. The alpha will run from July 26th to 28th. Minimum recommended specs are Intel Core i5 750 CPU, 8 gigs of RAM, and an NVIDIA GeForce 960 TB or 4 gig or AMD Radeon R9 380 4 gig for video. Hopefully we'll know a bit more about this game on the other side of its alpha. No release date has been announced, and we're unsure of whether we will get a release out to Japan.
Looks good.
Just look at it, guys. Just look at it, guys. This game looks so cool. I really, really, really hope that they bring this game outside of Japan because it just looks so damn cool.
I have a boner.
Right? Does it not look awesome?
Oh, yeah, dude.
I mean... Excuse me, sorry. But...
I don't care if it's an MMO. I'd rather play it standalone, honestly.
Yeah. But, it looks so awesome, and I really, really hope... Please, Japan, please give us this. Please, 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 please. So, I just thought I'd give you guys something a little bit, new when it comes to Protocol. And I will definitely be keeping an eye on this myself because this is, again, something that I love myself in JRPGs, so especially JRPG MMOs. I've played a few in my time, so I definitely will keep you guys updated on that when I get new news.
Next up, enjoy this.
Yeah, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition brings 2 good PS4 RPGs to Switch and PC this year. A collection of both Digimon Story games is coming to the Switch and PC this year, widening the audience for those well-liked RPGs. Digimon Story games in this collection, Cyber Sleuth and its sequel, Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory, will be available on PC and Switch for the first time at the end of this year. These 2 Cyber Sleuth games are RPGs in which you have your Digimon battle other creatures and explore a video game representation of the internet to solve mysteries. Both games reviewed well and are generally held up as strong entries into the Digimon series. You are looking right now at the trailer for the upcoming release. The game will release on October 18th. It's not clear if either game's DLCs will be included, but the use of the word complete seems to hint at it. Both games originally received additional Digimon after the release. While neither game is set in the world set the world alight, they are perfectly solid RPGs, and fans of the series will likely enjoy them. Of course, Pokemon Sword and Shield come out November 15th on the Switch, so theoretically the 2 Mon franchises will be going head-to-head. Can Digimon survive with this slight head start? Both games are currently available now on PS4 and PlayStation Vita. I mean, I am not going to sit here and profess to you guys that I know anything about Digimon because I was a hardcore Pokemon player and Digimon was like a swear word in my household growing up. So, but the games look really good and, something that I may actually, now that I'm a mature adult and realize that there are more than just one game franchise out there, but I could actually give these sort of games a try. I mean, they look pretty cool, and I really like the art style to them.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. The art in this looks really good.
And, looks like there's so many Japanese anime waifus in this thing.
Looks like you're playing an anime game.
Right. That's kind of like why, Persona, I think, looked really good for me, too, like Persona 5, because of, how its art style was. So, this may also be something... I mean, come on, dude. Look at this.
She slid up in a car with her fucking titties hanging out. I mean, come on.
Anime waifus, guys. Do you need any other reason? Yeah, I know Digimon and all that stuff, but anime waifus! How can you go wrong? But, October 18th will be when these games come out. And that gives you a month before Sword and Shield, so maybe that'll be what you need to, give yourself that little bit of time you need between Sword and Shield and, October. So, there's no word on how much these are going to be, just that they will be coming out October 18th. if I do get any new information on this, I will make sure to keep you guys updated. Mm-hmm. Next up, Fire Emblem Three Houses is reportedly 80 hours long. Fire Emblem Three Houses could be the longest title in the series yet. The latest Fire Emblem game is due to release July 26th, and according to the director Toshiyuki Kusakihara, it's going to be a very long game. In an interview with the French site Jeux Video? Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not the French guy here. Okay. According to the French site Jeux Video, Kasukihara has spoken about the game's approximate length. In an interview, the interview is in French, but we have a translation of the nugget of info, at least from Stealth on Twitter. The director of Fire Emblem Three Houses said it took him 80 hours just to beat one of the house paths without skipping cutscenes. Also uncertain of how many of the side quests of the stories he did. For comparison, it takes about 50 hours to beat Fire Emblem Awakening on hard classic mode, on higher difficulty and permadeath enabled. If you want to see absolutely everything in Three Houses has to offer, it will take even longer than that. Early in the game, you choose between one of the eponymous three houses, Black Eagles, the Lions, or the Golden Deer. And the plot differs depending on your choice. This will, no doubt, be incentive for some players to go all the way through the game 3 times. For more insight, you can read into VG224/7's own interview with the producer about Fire Emblem Three Houses. He discussed the success of the Awakening, the work Koei Tecmo put into that game, and all the changes and additions made for the latest title. Fire Emblem Three Houses launched exclusively on the Switch later this month, returning to the series' home console for the first time since 2007's Radiant Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Whew!
That's gonna be
80-hour Fire Emblem, man? Holy cow!
I've never played any Fire Emblem game yet. I've played Shining Force before, and I've been told that it's basically they're the same thing. But obviously, Fire Emblem's been around much longer than Shining Force. So yeah, it's something I've always wanted to get into, but again, lack of time. So
yeah, and can you imagine a game that you've played for like 60 hours? You're like, oh man, 80-hour game, 60 hours. They're going to be these psychopaths who play this game with permadeath on.
Mm-hmm.
You freaking imagine? Like, holy crap.
DP Will, 8-minute speedrun gets discovered in a week.
Yeah, right. It's probably true. You know how these speedrunners are. Hey, 80-hour game. Yeah, man, that's my new PB. It's 8 minutes and 24 seconds.
I found a death credit script.
Yes. Yeah, that. Or everybody dies percentage, you know. If Mappy Land can have baseball percent, Fire Emblem's can have everybody dies.
The game is not in the list this week, thank God.
Oh my lord.
The first time since we've started.
Yeah. So anyway, last little bit of information that I have to report to you guys, and because this hits close to home for me, Tetris 99, the free-to-play Switch puzzle royale, continues to expand into a more traditional Tetris game via paid DLC. And Tetris 99, which was a huge and weirdly compelling, blah, blah, is a new kind of Tetris game. With each piece of DLC, though, it becomes a bit more fleshed out, also a bit more familiar. First piece of DLC, Big Block, added a marathon mode, a versus CPU mode, which is like the online, but offline. We also knew that another mode would be coming, though it makes sense that another piece of DLC has been announced on Nintendo's Japanese site. No specific date yet, beyond the fact that it will be available before the end of the year. It carries 1,000 yen price point, which probably means it'll cost roughly $10, the same as Big Block. According to the translated version of the page, a whole new mode will be added to enjoy offline with friends and family. We imagine that this means it'll add offline multiplayer mode. This is likely to be the final DLC for Tetris 99, and hopefully we'll get more specific details about it soon.
I can already say one thing about that right now. This is the perfect type of thing to have at barcades.
Oh my god, yes.
Just playing against people within the barcade? Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People jump all over that.
It's like, hey man, I'm drunk as hell. Let's play some Tetris. You know how many people are going to be like, fuck yeah, let's do the Tetris. Yeah, you're right. It's perfect. Here's the my only little problem about that is that how many multiplayer offline people are you going to be able to play?
Yeah, I wonder the same thing.
I hope it's 4.
I would imagine it would be.
I would imagine it would be 4. That just kind of makes the most amount of sense. So.
2 is just really sad.
Yeah, it's just only like head to head. It just doesn't seem to make that much sense. So like, it needs to be 4-player, and it needs to, even if like you could figure out a way to make it 8-player, I think that would be great.
Or even if you could join any like local switches, like if you have one upstairs and one downstairs, then I mean, hey, then you can double up on that, and make it 8 players, no problem.
Yeah, so I think that would be great. Like 2 switches, 4 players on each switch, 8 players. 4 on one screen, 4 on another screen. Seems a great idea. I hope that's really what happens. So that's it for my articles, and we will now throw it over to OWG for some new world records.
Indeed, not many this week though. It's very short compared to every other week. This is going to be a very short list of 6 games. So first up, we're starting with Kabuki Quantum Fighter, which I believe, if I remember correctly, switched hands. Any percent at 9 minutes 55 seconds by Callum Bull. Next is Roller Games, T-Birds Only. 16 minutes 37 seconds by Varus Returns. I'm pretty sure Varus has been doing roller games. I'm pretty sure he has world record for most of the categories for that game. Next up is Golf Grand Slam Tournament Percent. Originally, it was by Toad, but then out of nowhere, with a 13-minute time, Stormcrow 56K took it back. Next up is Darkwing Duck Any Percent. That seems to be that's showed up a couple times in the podcast in the past couple of weeks. With a time of 11 minutes 49.183 seconds by Zymond. Next is Quattro Adventures Linus Spacehead in 9 minutes 15 seconds by FCJ 2000. And our last world record is Silent Service Torpedo Gun Practice 1 minute 15.8 seconds by Batro. I'm sorry, but some of the fucking categories that people go after are just... Really? Like, that's a cat? Are you really, like, are you saying, like, hey guys, oh, you got your Mario 3, okay, you got this, okay, I've got Silent Service Torpedo Gun Practice, like, alright, sure, that's impressive, is it? I have Magic School Bus on Sega Genesis, easy. Yay!
That's what I want to be known for. Having a world record for Magic School Bus.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just done it because I was like, oh, no, none of that. Okay, I'll just do it just because I think I was doing a marathon at the time. Good stuff.
DP Whale has let us know in the chat that the big run happened Zelda Ocarina of Time any percent as well. First sub 17 minutes at 16 minutes and 58 seconds. Oh, wow. We will have to we'll have to get a name for that real quick. Speed.
Now, the reason we don't give updates to every console is because that would be basically an entire podcast. Plus, we only have the Speedrun robot provided to us by Schema. He has it on our Discord so that we can see all the new NES World Records as they come in, so that we never miss any of them.
Oh, the player of that, it's 16 minutes 58 seconds by Torge from Norway. So congratulations on the first ever sub 17.
Indeed. There are going to be some things that we're not going to include, such as hacks.
Mm-hmm.
Because, again, that could be one of those things that could end up being more than we need, kind of thing. So
right. Mostly our world records are going to be like NES world records, but something like along the lines of or sub 17 for Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, if someone wants to, give us the info on that, I mean, I'm always down for that.
Yeah.
So. All right, everybody's favorite segment.
Oh, it's your favorite segment. It's my favorite segment. It is. I don't care what anybody else thinks. It's my favorite segment. It's time for the Steam Queue.
Oh, and I can already see we're off to a great start. Earth Defense Force 5.
Sure. Oh God, it's Duke Nukem Forever. Holy shit! What the hell's going on here?
Scott's all like, I want to play this now. What the fuck?
I mean, I do, and I don't. This looks silly as hell.
It really does. So, ignore. Alright, moving on. We've already talked about this game. I'm actually going to be talking about it a little bit later. It was just released a few days ago. And we had
Blazing Chrome.
Yeah, we had the podcast last week.
Absolutely.
I've watched a few people play this on stream already.
How's it look?
Oh, it's good. It's worth every penny. Yeah. It's almost $20 Canadian. I can guarantee you, you will not be disappointed.
Oh, man.
Will not. Whatsoever. 100% recommended, everybody. I will give you the heads up on that right now. Worth getting.
Alright. I'll take a look.
So, add to my wish list? Fuck yeah.
Yes, sir. It's a Contra-esque game. It goes onto my wish list anyway.
Pause.
King of Retail.
Pause. Are you serious? What?
What? What? What?
Unfortunately, I can only click ignore once, and if I click it twice, it'll unignore.
Is this Supermarket Simulator? Is this what I'm seeing?
Oh, no, this is Retail Simulator, Scott. You can sell T-shirts, or panties, belts.
I'm sorry. Is this Apple Store Simulator?
Apple Store doesn't sell all that stuff. Come on. Anyways, no, it's not happening.
Is this the Sharper Image?
Okay. I'm pretty sure I've also given this story to you guys before. I have nothing against any sports games. I'm not gonna add to my wish list, but I'm not also gonna ignore it.
I also can't believe the fact that Zion Williamson has not played a single game in the NBA and is on the cover of NBA 2K20. Also, Dwayne Wade, really?
Dwayne Wade, what, from a different world?
Oh, sorry, my bad. Dwayne Wade. But, how big is this freaking dude gonna be? That he's already on the cover of NBA 2K20? I mean, man, come on. What the fuck?
Anyways, I played, I played a demo of an NBA game back in the day. Oh, what a masterpiece. Those faces when they're going in for slam dunk and they're just like...
I'll be honest with you. I really have only ever played 2 basketball games. I played NBA Jam and I played NBA Hang Time.
Oh, I played a few on Genesis, but...
NBA Jam is just kind of the only way I ever want to play basketball. And I'm not NBA Hang Time, NBA on NBC, which was the arcade version of kind of like the NBA Jam sort of thing. So it's an NBA Jam clone, but it's a little bit more in depth than NBA Jam was, and that's really the only way I like playing basketball games, when it's superimposed onto stupid character sprites and whatever. That's my thing. Actual sports simulators, not so much. I've never played an MLB game outside of Slugfest, which is basically the MLB version of NBA Jam. So,
Ken Griffey's Home Run Derby on N64 was fun.
I never played that.
Actually, N64 had a lot of those weird fucking games that were more fun than you'd expect, like Destruction Derby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that game was so much fun. It's the name is literally just Destruction.
Wayne Gretzky 3D Hockey, which was like the NBA Jam of hockey. So, NFL Blitz. I played the crap out of NFL Blitz. I mean, come on, man. Game's so good. Game's so fun. Woo. Mario Soccer. There you go. There's another good one.
What the fuck? What?
Code of Duty?
What is happening? Why?
Yeah.
Why does this get accepted?
Is this Call of Duty with goats? This looks like the greatest of all time, man. You haven't clicked ignore yet, Stefan.
I'm looking at how fucking ridiculous this looks, man.
Why did...
Okay, that wasn't that bad. Oh, you're gonna explode into a chunk.
Okay, I take back everything I said. This is actually...
What now? What? Okay. Alright. See?
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Oh my god. She sees red.
Oh.
Whoa. What?
I'm sorry, I'm so good.
This looks more like a movie. Scott can't get over it. We broke Scott.
I'm sorry.
Broke Scott with Goat of Duty. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. This looks like I'm watching back a movie.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
I can't.
It kind of looks like LA Noire. It's just one of those sort of games. Oh god. Oh, that hit me in such a way. I don't know
oh yeah. By the way, I just seen this recently that this came out. And yeah.
Oh, it's Eagle Island. Yeah, I've seen some stuff on this too. It looks really good.
So good.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I am so sorry, guys. I don't know why that was so funny to me. I apologize for anybody listening to the podcast. I am so sorry. Oh my god, that hit me. Like that last little tidbit with the goat just flying into space. It hit me.
What now, sir? And then his head explodes?
Oh my god, that was so funny.
Make butter together. Excuse me? No. We're gonna remove him to the next one.
I'm sorry.
What the fuck? Scott.
Make butter together? Tourist bus simulator?
Okay, here's my question. Why? Okay, for a second. Okay. We get Eagle Island. We get fucking the Contra thing. And then we get that fucking goat thing. We get this. We get
simulator.
Like... What?
Tourist bus simulator.
No.
Oh my god.
Metaverse Keeper. What the
What in the world is this?
Dungeon Crawler with roguelike elements where 4 heroes join forces to save the metaverse. Okay. Well...
Alright.
Come on now. Pitter patter.
Let's see some gameplay here.
Please.
Gameplay?
Okay.
Gameplay, please?
Oh, okay.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? Kind of reminds me of Enter the Gun.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing because Enter the Gungeon's actually.
Oh yeah, no, it is. It's a good game, but there's a lot of these top-down shooter dungeon-like games now.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this actually doesn't look terrible.
Yeah, it's not something I would play. Well, I shouldn't say I wouldn't play it. Like if someone said, "Here's the game, can you play this with me until we finish it all?" I'd be like, "All right." But I mean, I wouldn't go out of my way to get it myself. I don't think.
Yeah, I would try this. I definitely would play this. Alright, so, Pyrax.
I'm pretty sure we usually make like lasagna in these Pyrax.
That's Pyrex. It's with an E. I got what you were doing. I have to throw... What the fuck's going on?
Ignoring.
What is the point?
And Demon's Till. We already seen this one last week.
Oh, I forgot about Demon's Till. Damn. I'm gonna write this down a second time.
You need to go back and listen to the podcast in the middle of the week when you're doodly-dallying with your fireman on fucking Diablo 3.
I know.
Then you find all those games that we keep saying are awesome, and you'd be like...
I know.
I don't have to fire on Diablo 3 anymore.
Tilt. Now, mind you, okay, guys, I have this on a sticky note, alright? I have this on a... It's now on my monitor. It's now going on my monitor. All right, over here, Demon's Tilt. There. I cannot possibly forget about it now. I will definitely try it and definitely let you guys know.
All right.
And for those of you, listening to him talking about the Diablo 3, this is my goblin hunting route. So I might play a little Diablo 3 now.
We're gonna get in the news now.
Yes, please.
All right. This is the first piece of news I'm going to put in from the people, some people that I know. Mega Cat Studios. They put out fantastic retro-inspired games on actual retro cards. I have a complete copy of Logjammers and Little Medusa for Sega Genesis. Logjammers for the NES. They are both on their respective carts, and they also come in their respective cases. Fantastic people. This is their new game, Phantom Gear. It looks good. Well, let's just throw on the. It's only 45 seconds, so let's just throw it on.
Oh, that Metroid so much.
So, Phantom Gear. They're starting a Kickstarter for this very soon, so we will be featuring the Kickstarter as well. But yeah, retro indie publisher Megacat Studios and Bits Rule Games are hoping to launch a new but very old school platformer called Phantom Gear on the Sega Mega Drive. New games for old consoles are popular at the minute. The game is made up of a mix of elements from your favorite classic action platformers. You'll find multiple weapons, permanent upgrades, boss fights, animated cutscenes, skill progression, and more, all present here. You'll need to lock and load to power your way through levels and use abilities to search for collectibles along the way. They'll be doing their Kickstarter on 16th of July, so we probably will be featuring it next week. The Kickstarter aims to cover the game's development, manufacturing the carts, and creating the box. So again, as I said, they always do that, and they always look so good. Always.
I mean, the game seemed very, very nicely fleshed.
Yeah. And all their games are always well done. They have quite a few under their belt. It's not like this is like their third or fourth game. This is like their 12th or 13th. I'm a big fan of Megacat Studios.
Yeah, it looks really nice. It looks aesthetically it looks nice. So definitely we will give you guys a look at that Kickstarter next week. And
indeed, it starts in 2 days. So if you want to get ahead of everyone, there you go. Mm-hmm. Here's something that's kind of cool. Nike is releasing Air Max inspired by the Nintendo 64 generation. According to House of Heat, Nike is releasing Air Max 97 inspired by the Nintendo 64. Both the shoes and the system were released months apart back in 96-97, so it's fitting to see the generational icons honoring the era together. The gray in the shoe symbolizes the system's controller, and the splash of green, blue, red, and yellow is inspired by the Nintendo 64's logo. On the tongue, there are 3 black dots representing the controller inputs, along with the power and reset button on the side of the shoe. That's an ESRB style rating. And on the heel is a Nintendo-shaped Air Max logo, as we can see here. Whoa! There's a power, and there's our reset. Nintendo 64 Air Max 97 will set you back $170 and are expected to arrive in select stores and on Nike.com over the coming months. House of Heat also speculates the potential release could align with the console's 23rd birthday on 26th of September. That would be kind of cool.
For what it's worth, custom Nikes like this for being $170.
That's not bad.
Not that unreasonable.
No, it's not.
For something special like this,
Like, if you keep them for going to gaming events and, like, you know, SGDQ and stuff like that, and only use it for that kind of stuff, then yeah, that'd be well worth your money.
Pretty cool looking, I will say. I like them.
Oh, yeah. Alright, next up, we have our Indie Retro News from IndieRetroNews.com. Always showing us lots of awesome new games. The Shadow... What the fuck? A moth just tried to fly, I think, into my mouth. Anyways... Shadow over Hawksmill, a dark C64 Cthulhu-inspired game, is teased once more. Alright. Argus, Organism, Sizzler, and Rocky Memphis, The Legend of Atlantis are some truly great games created by Stuart Collier, Trevor Story, and Saul Cross. While we wait for Dragonspire to be finished, it looks as if another game is coming out too that is sure to excite many in the C64 community. As thanks to another heads up from Icon64, they have given us another update to the upcoming game of the Shadow over Hawksmill, Cthulhu-based C64 horror, which will be using the Legend of Atlantis engine, but with far more action. Sadly, that's all we know about the game, going by the fact it's still in the development stage, but the Shadow over Hawksmill wasn't the only game keeping us excited, as while we delight ourselves looking at screenshots above, we are still waiting for the upcoming game, Warrior of the Sun, an isometric The Last Ninja-inspired game, except you playing as a Mayan warrior, complete with ancient tombs and deadly enemies. So let's have a look at this. Come here. Oh, it's not much bigger than what was on screen there, but it doesn't look terrible.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I mean, for C64, it's actually, you know, the title screen right there, I mean, alone gives me, like, hey, I'm not big on horror, but I'm going to give this game a try.
It looks like you're using machine gun a lot, too, as a main weapon. Jesus.
I mean, you're trying to mow down Cthulhian monsters. You just bring whatever is most efficient, I suppose.
That's true. That'll mow them down. Ooh. Here's a nice new one. Gibbous, another Cthulhu adventure with upwards of 70 voiced characters coming August 7th. Alright.
It all started when I...
Okay, let's take it out. There we go. So here's the trailer, I guess, for it. I guess. So it's like a point-and-click Monkey Island type thing. I know some people out there who like point-and-clicks. Mr. Six. But,
looking at you, Steve.
What was oh, the cat was giving the finger? Jesus. I was like, what was that? I can see that there's going to be lots of comedy in this. What it looks of it. The cat being the main part.
Yeah, right? This looks pretty neat.
I just lost my daily thanks, God. Sorry about that, man.
This looks really, really cool.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm not like 100% like into the Cthulhian-based sort of world, but this actually looks really, really neat.
Yeah.
Kind of get like Monkey Island, like you said, and it kind of gives me like shoot, the heck was that Don Bluth game for the arcade?
Dragon's Lair.
Dragon's Lair. Thank you.
Yeah.
That gives me a little bit of like an air to that too. So, I mean, looks really, really nice.
So yeah, getting a release date of August 7th. According to the description, Gibbous is a comedic cosmic horror game. Modern adventure that is classically inspired with features gorgeous, hand-painted, detailed environments, fluid and detailed animation, upwards of 70 fully voiced characters, a special guest appearance by Doug Cockle, voice of The Witcher. Oh, wow. Over 4 hours of lush music, dynamic lighting, and weather systems, and a lengthy story that will see the three protagonists travel around the world and deal with abominations, both cosmic and human-made, voodoo, and things that should not be. So yeah, if you're into that kind of thing, yeah, this should be something you should look into. It looks really good as well. Like, the art style is fantastic.
You're not gonna wait long for it. August 8th for a release date, so it's only a couple weeks from now.
7th.
Or August, 7th, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to set everyone back a whole day. How dare you, sir?
I just wanted to beat it first.
Alright. Athanor 2, The Legend of the Birdmen, a new adventure game coming to the Amiga. If you're bored of hearing about action games and platformers, then listen up, as we just found out Safar Games will be bringing the text-based adventure game Athanor 2, The Legend of the Birdmen, to the Atari ST and Commodore Amiga. With the game being programmed in C, this game that is currently being shown in French is the sequel to the 2015-2016 game Athanor, that was released on the Amstrad CPC, Oric, and yes, even the C64. Let's have a look at this, because this looks like it could be interesting. Oh, it's all in French. I can understand that.
Yeah, right. Okay, never mind. I'm done trying.
I was just trying to tell you what you can see in all the directions.
It looks nice.
Yeah, it doesn't look terrible at all. I would play this. I love this old style like this. I don't know, there's just something just something about it that just makes me want to play it. Oh, it's over already. Oh, it is. Whatever, man. Although the preview footage above is currently in French and previewed on the Amiga, Athanor 2 will not only feature a typical 80s-style north-south-east command interface of adventure games of old, but from what we can tell, unlike the first game, will also feature full mouse control and rich dialogues and phases of gameplay. As for the team behind the upcoming game, they are François Gouthers from Atari ST Graphs, Angèle Bautista for illustrations, and Hervé Monchatre for music. Detailed info. The video shows the game running directly onto the scenario data, the Atari ST version, all the data. Oh, okay, it's just more or less saying what's in the game. That's great. For some reason, it's yet to be investigated. Anyways, yeah, this looks like something I could play. I definitely could. I like this kind of stuff.
Is anybody else, and I'm just going to throw this out there, is anybody else just like excited when Stefan says names in French? Is this me? Or it's just like, oh, that sounded nice.
The French language is nice. It very much is. Alright, as we mentioned, Blazing Chrome is out now. It's a seriously cool Contra-style game. Okay, let's just go to some gameplay, shall we?
I'm going to go back to this here, guys. I'm going back to this. Blazing Chrome.
Yeah, dude, this game, and it's not easy. It's like Contra. It's not an easy game. It's not here just like, here guys, pay us $10 and you can win immediately. No. You're going to work for it, and you're going to have fun working for it.
There we go, guys. Blazing Chrome. I'm going to remember this, okay? On to the monitor. Blazing Chrome.
Makes you envious. You should learn your country's second language.
I mean, this really, really, really reminds me of
I did not realize these are the same people who made Odalis and Oniken.
Really?
If you have not played... I haven't played much of Oniken. I know it's fantastic. I have played Odalis. It is very, very good. If you're looking for another retro-inspired game that you're going to have a lot of fun with, just off a whim, I can 100% suggest Odalis as well. Very good game. But yeah, these guys, developer Joymaster, yeah, they're making great games. They're taking their time and they're putting out quality games that people want to play. Oh, so yeah, I definitely suggest anyone out there who hasn't played Blazing Chrome or looked into it too much, go and watch someone play it. If not, go get it yourself. So, next up we have Effin' Balls, a new specky game from Andy Dansby with loading screen by Andy Green. Let's see. ZX Spectrum stuff can be very hit or miss, as you know, due to being a bit of a a strange creature. It's a little bit of a slower system, so, but the color scheme is always so fucking different.
Balls.
Effing balls, man. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, you got stuck. Oh, nice getting one up. Oh, you almost got stuck there, though, didn't you? Oh. Yeah. Just get in the holder, dude.
I mean, okay.
It's obviously a action puzzle game. But this is what I'm saying about the ZX Spectrum. Like, this looks as basic goes.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a 2D Marble Madness. Oh, God.
Yeah, kind of.
I guess they needed that little nipple on top of the ball to let you know which way your ball was facing each time. Because, yeah.
It looks like my first Atari experience. Yeah, I mean.
All right, so.
Sure.
So yeah, this is a game by Andy Dansby. If you're into ZX Spectrum games at all, and this is, you just want to have something new to play, by all means, head on over there and get it. They do have a download link on the article page there as well. And we're going to move on to Super Goatron, an enjoyable C64 game from Misfit. Let's go and watch this shit. I want to know where
they didn't really have to Super Goatron. Because I'm not going to use the word goat again for the rest of this podcast. Because I don't want to lose my shit again.
Okay. What is it? Whoa. Is this like Jazz Ball? Or what is this? No, I'm interested. Oh, shit. Whoa. Okay, that got
real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, you got blown up.
Right, zone cleared. Yeah, okay. Easy peasy zone. Oh, well. So I guess that's the whole point, is to shoot that thing. Oh, but you probably can't go through those beams, but still. Is that it? Okay, clear zone. Alright, well that's kind of cool. I'd give this a go. I could see it probably getting a lot higher. Yeah, see, look. Now they're going on diagonals and shit. Where'd that other one go? Okay, there comes the flying saucer. Alright. Yeah, so it does get progressively harder, so that's kind of cool. Alright, so Misfit is certainly no stranger to us on Indie Retro News, creating great games such as Cheese and Onion and Pilot Attack, to name but a few. But now with their RGCDC64 16 kilobyte cartridge game dev compo in nearly everyone's minds, he's gone and created a game called Super Goatron. A brilliant little C64 game presented by the future was 8-bit, in which you need to destroy moving enemies as you traverse around the edge of a rather uniquely designed level.
Okay.
You must blast enemies in tiny pieces. Use the level to your advantage, shoot bonus items, and hopefully progress to an ever more challenging level of fun. Yeah, like I said, I could actually see myself playing a bit of this just to see how far I could get, kind of thing.
Right.
We've all got stuck on those stupid games that sometimes come with, like, windows and stuff, and all of a sudden you're playing Vegas fucking Solitaire 3-card draw, and you're like, oh man, I just woke up, what am I going to do? I'm going to play some Vegas 3-card draw Solitaire and see if I can't, break even before breakfast. Nope, alright, I guess I'll try again more. Yeah, so yeah, we all get addicted to little games like this. I can see this one being quite addictive. It doesn't look like it's super easy either. You have to have pretty good accuracy.
Yeah.
Alright, something that I was a little bit interested right here from just a screenshot. I didn't really get to... again, I never watch ahead on my articles. I always want to be surprised as well. The sorrow of God... you had to throw that word in there to make it difficult, didn't you? Gadhlan'Thur. Alright, high quality MSX2 action RPG from Kai Magazine. So, this is a look at some upcoming games for weekly start, and sure enough, we have a new game to share with you, as Kai Magazine has announced the completion of a new game called The Sorrow of Gadhlan'Thur. Jesus, that is not an easy word to try and say. A high-quality action RPG that is coming to the MSX2. To coincide with this news update, not only is there a new gameplay teaser, but the developer has also said the game is finished, and there will be a short first batch of 25 cartridges. Second batch will be made in 2 months and more, since there are no more 2048K cartridges available at the moment. Alright, well, let's have a look at this game. Oh, Jesus, 37 minutes. No. I just want to see it. Have a look at the game. Ooh. That's nice. Okay, loading. Oh. Okay, I'm just going to say this again. I think we've been missing out on some stuff with the MSX.
Looks pretty neat.
Oh, that was just the opening. Okay. This feels very arcade-like with the little thing on the bottom here.
This gives me like a kind of like, I don't know if you know the game, but it Faxanadu.
Yeah.
If you've played Faxanadu, it very much reminds me of that.
Huh. So this must be like full-on gameplay. See Moon talk to people. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is what we want to see. Oh yeah. Okay. Want to see some action.
Now it definitely makes me feel like it's like Faxanadu. Very much so. I love Faxanadu too. Like, I thought Faxanadu was a real good game. You kind of agree with me there, DP? Like, it very much feels like Faxanadu. Because it definitely looks like it does. At least to me, anyway. Looks pretty cool, though.
Yeah, I would definitely give this a go. Like I said, I feel like we missed out on a lot of stuff not having MSX.
Yeah, right.
Because like this is flowing. This is not like ZX Spectrum or like even the C64. I mean, both have their setbacks and stuff, but this thing looks like it's legit.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, right.
NES Sega Master System like. So that's pretty cool. All right. So, main features: open world, action RPG, many objects and skills to find, hidden secrets, diverse skills to master, no immediate spam of enemies, quick, agile, and addictive playability, save of progress with code, PSG musics, SCC musics, the game cartridge does not include the SCC chip, so you can use the external SCC chip as you would do with an FM pack game. Wow.
Pretty cool.
Damn.
I would definitely play this. I was saying, Faxanadu was my favorite games growing up, and this very, very much reminds me of it. It'd be something I would definitely try.
Alright. Now, you've probably all heard the TurboGrafx 16 Mini gets a full game list and launch date. So, Konami is taking a big gamble with its TurboGrafx 16 Mini. The console did enjoy the same following as other platforms like the NES, SNES, and as Sony recently demonstrated with the PlayStation Classic, even an incredibly popular machine, over 100 million PlayStations were sold in its lifetime, won't help if you miss the mark in other areas like pricing. Konami last month punched its ticket around the mini retro console express with the TurboGrafx 16 Mini. Throwback gaming system was announced with just 6 games. R-Type, Ease Book 1 and 2, New Adventure Island, Ninja Spirit, Alien Crush, and Dungeon Explorer, with the promise that more titles were in the pipeline. We now know exactly what to expect from the Mini and when to expect it. Konami this week announced the full lineup, which consists of 24 TurboGrafx 16 games and 26 PC Engine titles for a total of 50 games. Oh my god. Wow. TurboGrafx 16 was originally released in Japan as the PC Engine. Can I just say, Konami was super smart. They included titles from the PC Engine to further, because most of the titles that you got on the TurboGrafx 16 were shmups, which is great for people who like shmups, but if you aren't a huge fan of those or don't play them that often, you're going to find that you're not going to want this Mini. They done their diligence and they done their work with this, believe me. Here are the games: Alien Crush, Victory Run, Blazing Lasers, Newtopia, Dungeon Explorer, R-Type, Motor Rotor, Power Golf, Ease Book 1 and 2, Ninja Spirit, JJ and Jeff, Space Harrier, Military Madness, Tube Man Fu, Psychosis, Bonk's Revenge, Parasol Stars, Kadash, New Adventure Island, Air Zonk, Newtopia 2, Soldier Blade, Lords of Thunder, and Bomberman 93, baby! Ooh, so good. Bomberman 93 is fantastic. Also, if you like RPGs, both Newtopia games are RPGs.
Also, East Book 1 and 2 are...
Exactly, and Kadash is also a fantastic game. Lots of good shmups there as well. Oh, I can't believe they put in golf.
If you've not played East Book 1 and 2, they are really, really, really good RPGs.
Yeah.
Definitely give those a try if you haven't. New Adventure Island.
Oh, God, yeah.
Ninja Spirit is also a really good game. If you haven't played Space Harrier, woohoo! Space Harrier, real good.
And so is Parasol Stars.
Space Harrier is third-person shump, but you're going forward.
Yeah.
Instead of going sideways. Space Harrier is real good.
All right, now here's the PC Engine games.
This is what I'm excited
the
to hear
Kung
about.
Fu, Jaisaken Necromancer, Fantasy Zone, Apparel Gateball, Nectaris, Dungeon Explorer, Newtopia, PC Genjin, East 1 and 2, Super Darius, Superstar Soldier, Daimakai Mura, Aldinus, I've never even heard of that one, Newtopia 2, Gradius, Salamander, Super Momotaro Densetsu 2, Ninja Ryukenden, Stars Parodier, Snatcher, Gradius 2, Gopher no Yabo, Cho Aniki, Akumajo Dracula X Chino Rondo, Bomberman 94, Bomberman Panic Bomber, and Jinja Fuke Densetsu Sapphire.
Akumajo Dracula X Do no Rondo is Rondo
Blood, yes.
And
2 more Bomberman games.
2 more Bomberman games.
I'm gonna get this so much.
Cho Aniki? Really?
Yeah.
Like, wow. I'm really surprised to see Cho Aniki on that. If you don't know what Cho Aniki is, it's unique. It's a shump. Yeah. It's Japan.
Also,
the
TurboGrafx 16 is supposed to be coming out on March 19th, 2020. They haven't released a price yet. So they'll start accepting pre-orders on July 15th on the first day of Amazon's Prime Day sales event.
I mean, there are so much. Super Darius?
Yeah, ooh, dude. So many good games.
So
right there.
Let me tell you guys something. Like, you played Gradius, you played all those shumps, Gradius, R-Type. You want to get your dick kicked in? Play some Darius. Because Darius makes like Gradius and R-Type look like children's games. Darius games are so hard. They are hard. Like, oof hard. This lineup is godlike.
Yeah. I would probably prefer this over any of the other mini systems, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
And that's pretty big considering the lineups on the other mini systems.
Yep. And it just wow. Some of the games I've seen under like that right there alone. That alone blows me out of the water. That's going to be like, oh, really? And another game that I'm really surprised to see on that list is Snatcher. Like, oh, really? If you've not seen or heard of Snatcher before, it's like a detective sort of like game, but it is very graphic. Like, we're talking about, this is one of those games that made them like, maybe the ESRB should be a thing. Because there are some very graphic scenes in Snatcher, but the game is really good.
One game I was actually, I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's for the TurboGrafx 16 PC Engine. Yeah, it is. Zack 3. That's one of the only games that didn't get on the list that I was really hoping to get on there. Which is as Scott was saying, a very like, whoa, there's blood and people getting actually killed in an RPG game. That's one of the few games that I kind of wish was on there, because that's a really good RPG if you can get into it. Also, before we finish up with this, if you're not aware, Ninja Ryukenden, that's Ninja Gaiden. Salamander, that's Life Force. But I'm pretty sure TG16, PC Engine Salamander is slightly different than Life Force.
I think it's slower. I think
I thought there was like one extra level or one missing or something like that as well. So, anyways, we're gonna move on to our next topic. Oh no, we're not. We're gonna skip that because that's the one that Scott covered. Donkey Kong 3 and Wrecking Crew joins the Switch Online library. So next we have PC Engine. So that's all right. Scott's looking up some stuff, so we got time. We're gonna refresh these because, of course, PC Engine or PC.
The difference between Salamander and Life Force is Salamander has a better ending, better on-screen display, and some improvements over the US version.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's basically the same game, but Salamander is technically the better one if you play that game. And Life Force is basically a gradient.
Now, while we're waiting for this to actually refresh, I don't know why it's taking so damn long. Microsoft's prototype Xbox controllers for phones look ideal for xCloud. It's just a research project for now. But they're experimenting with the prototype Xbox controller for phones and tablets, and they attach the sides of the devices to provide an experience that's similar to Nintendo Switch. The success of the Switch is testament to the value of mobile gaming and physical controls, explains a Microsoft research paper spotted by Windows Central. Microsoft has been experimenting with... That's actually really high praise from another big company that you're competing with. At least they give you that in the article. Damn. Microsoft has been experimenting with a variety of sliding grips that can make the attachments far more flexible and less bulky than solutions that already exist like GameCase, GameVice, and Ion Arcade Mobile. Microsoft Research first documented these prototype controllers back in October. Now Microsoft has even patented the idea, which is not a bad idea. I mean, look at this.
I mean, it looks nice, but price
it's just how well is it going to work?
Yeah.
The patents and research don't... Was that, sorry?
That's going to be questionable, especially if you're using it on things that like an iPad, like they show in there.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know how that's going to feel.
On a 7-inch, it might be fine, like this one up here. But on a 10-inch, it's going to be like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why they take off the wings right here on this one.
Yeah.
The patents and research don't necessarily mean that we'll see these controllers in time for the xCloud game streaming launch, but Microsoft has been overhauling its research division in recent years to ensure its inventions become reality. These prototypes look like a far better solution than connecting up a separate Xbox controller or relying on touchscreen controls for games, which can be fucking terrible. Microsoft is working on a touch adaptation kit for xCloud so developers can make their games more touch-friendly, but the company has always publicly demonstrated its cloud gaming service with an Xbox controller attached to an Android phone. We've been waiting for a company to set up and create a good controller designed for phones, and Microsoft might just be ready to fill that gap. Microsoft also makes the best Pro Gamepad, the Xbox Elite controller, so extending to phones and tablets looks like the next logical step.
I mean, I get it. It just depends on like how well they feel in your hand, how well they're actually going to stay on your mobile device.
Yeah,
if they're going to be able to like stick on your mobile device, and you know that like even if you move your controller a little bit, using like the 360 sticks, and they're not going to move on your phone, then absolutely, it's going to be like what the price tag of these things are.
Exactly. The other thing is, I think it's going to work a lot better for phones than it will for tablets, only for the fact that phones are going to be a lot lighter, so it's going to feel like you're actually just holding a controller. Yeah, whereas with a tablet, it's going to be more bulky, it's going to be more lopsided, it's, you know... And I don't think it will be the same as Switch, but I'm glad that they're actually saying, you know, that Nintendo knows what they're doing, so...
Right. Cool looking idea. It's all about the proper application and how well things are just going to feel.
Exactly. Alright, so up next we have Retro Ninja platformer The Messenger gets free DLC levels.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Alright, so The Messenger is Sabotage Studios' set 2D platformer in the vein of classics like Shinobi and Ninja Gaiden 2. And if you finished it already, it now has some free DLC accessible to anyone who has made it to the credits. Picnic Panic is a vacation-themed collection of 3 new levels with new boss fights as well, set on Vodkin Island. It seems kind of like an anime beach episode, and various characters from the base game will tag along with you on this new adventure. As the press release puts it, keep your friends close and your anemones closer. To access Picnic Panic, make sure the DLC is downloaded and you're on a save file that's beaten the final boss. If you're on New Game Plus, you'll need to have unlocked the map. Either way, head over to the shop and find the pink neon palm tree sign to set off for Vodkin Island.
That's cool. Like that they're willing to give like their players some new content for free, especially for a game that's as popular as The Messenger.
And it looks good, dude, and it looks like it plays so fucking good. I have it on Twitch, I just haven't gotten the chance to play it. Can someone, if you want to donate some time? Go to work for me so I can play games, please.
Amen, brother, amen.
Yeah, this looks really good. And it looks like they're going to try incorporating some new mechanics with the whole water and, I guess, beach theme and stuff, so that's cool. Wow, this looks really fucking good, man.
If you weren't already inspired enough to play this game, jeez. You ain't going to need much more.
Oh, people are going to be speedrunning that.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, moving on. We were talking about, new mods to upgrade effects and stuff and, graphics in games. Resident Evil 3 fans have made an impressive HD mod. So, there are plenty of HD mods where you have to zoom in on a screenshot to notice the difference. Well, this is not the kind of mod. Resident Evil 3 Seamless HD project uses machine learning to upscale the backgrounds, and also includes upscaled menus with high-res character portraits, seamless masks, and a bunch of manual editing to ensure things like in-game text are readable. The difference is pretty stark. There's also an optional FMV pack that doubles the resolution of the cutscenes. Another pretty noticeable difference, even though they're still only running at 640 by 320. Thing is, Resident Evil 3 Seamless HD projects work with emulated version of Resident Evil 3, so you need the Dolphin emulator and an ISO to check it out. Once it's up and running, you can switch between the two by pressing the delete key, and in the video above you can see a few instances where the player does just that.
Neat. I will honestly say, of all of the Resident Evil games, Resident Evil is. I played the crap out of Resident Evil 3, so...
Yeah, it was a fun... a lot of people love Resident Evil 2 just because it was
Yeah. 2 is like that very, very close second. It's like Resident... Oh, yeah?
It looks much nicer, eh?
Oh,
wow,
really
that looks way more clear, dude.
Yeah, it does. Oh.
Damn, alright, let's get into
Rakes.
Whoa! Really? Is it... There's no way. That's it.
Wow.
It's a new fucking game. It's like a remaster. Like, this looks like it's a brand new remaster.
Good.
Yeah.
Look at how good she looks. Ah, I love you, Jill.
You couldn't even tell she had boobs in the other one.
Man.
Yeah, this looks fantastic.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, exactly. This is what the game needs, a clean makeover. This was fantastic so far. Okay, the portrait could be... it's very N64 face.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, otherwise, like, everything else in the background and stuff, like, this is, like, so much better.
God, you can definitely tell when they switch between them. Like, for sure.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Damn. I like that. I like this a lot. This is definitely...
Dude. So, yeah. It's amazing what some of the communities are doing. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, these are people who are just doing this in their spare time because they want to make this game better. For you know, because they like it that much.
Did a good job, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, God, yes.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Yeah, as they say down here, maybe we'll get an official remake of Resident Evil 3 someday, but in the meantime, this'll do. And
yes,
yeah,
it will.
Totally will.
Yes, it will.
Alright, here's another huge thing.
Uh-oh.
The RetroArch emulator platform is coming to Steam this month.
Perked my interest.
Open source software developer LibRetro is bringing its popular emulator platform RetroArch to Steam on July 30th. It's not every day that emulating software appears on Valve's platform, and RetroArch is easily the most prominent to make the leap. The gray legality of emulating suggests that LibRetro would have trouble getting RetroArch on a closed platform like Steam, but as Ars Technica points out, Valve doesn't appear to have any rules against emulators. In its announcement post on RetroArch's store page, LibRetro is careful about how it's positioning the software. While there is nothing in particular about RetroArch or the LibRetro API that has anything to do with emulators, most do use it for this purpose. The post reads, the Steam version of RetroArch will be functionally identical to the one you can download right now, though it's only launching on Windows at first. But in future updates, LibRetro wants to explore leveraging Steam's functionality as a platform. LibRetro is also open to dialogue with game developers/publishers that have the rights to original IP who want to bring their games over to Steam through the use of RetroArch.
That's a pretty smart idea.
It really is, but
That's
I can see
really
that
smart idea.
I can see Nintendo going and Sega and all the other
Yeah,
companies going to attack them immediately. Konami,
Oh yeah.
Konami about like, someone get a hold of Snake.
Oh guys.
Someone get a hold of Snake real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Need someone to get peed on. Another big thing, Mortal Kombat movie is R-rated and features fatalities.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
This is probably going to be done the way it should have been done to begin with, not the bullshit movies from back in the day. I'm sorry if anyone out there likes them. They're not terrible. Like, if you didn't call them Mortal Kombat, I'd probably watch them and, you know, it's fine.
You know what he's talking about.
But we all know that we want a real Mortal Kombat movie. So, the new Mortal Kombat movie will be the first to be rated R in North America, and you know what that means. Fatalities on the big screen. The most gratuitously violent fighting game is finally getting a gratuitously violent film. Writer Greg Russo, who is also working on the Resident Evil, Saints Row, and Fear movies, confirmed a rating on Twitter, but wouldn't confirm which of the gory killing blows would make it into the adaptation. Oh, there's so many, though. The roster hasn't been revealed either, though we do know it will feature a Chili Pal Sub-Zero played by actor and martial artist Joe Taslim, who also starred as Jaka in the Raid.
I don't know what that is.
Neither do I. You can't Yeah, you can look it up. You have finger things. You can't do Mortal Kombat without the Frosty Ninja, and he'll probably be joined by his old frenemy, Scorpion. Filming started this year in Australia. Where's Peter Cashel? It's due out on March 5th, 2021, so we still have a couple years to wait, but...
It is a movie.
Damn. Alright, so that's something to look forward to. I'm just hoping they do it justice this time.
Please do, because I am definitely going to go see that movie the day it releases, and it can't be worse than the other movies that they put out, so the bar's already low, guys, so
again,
you can't possibly fuck it up.
I like those old school fighting movies that are cheesy as fuck, so I'm not too bothered by the old ones, but again, you could throw a different name on it and be fine. But yeah, I've been wanting a real good Mortal Kombat movie since those, and I'm hoping this is going to deliver, so. Up next, The Bard's Tale 4 Director's Cut is coming in August. The Bard's Tale 4 Burrows Deep was one of my favorite games from 2018, and I wrote a glowing review to prove it. Not me personally, this is what I'm reading from the site there on PCGamer.com. In August, it will get even better, as The Bard's Tale 4 Director's Cut was announced in February will go live. The Director's Cut directly addresses feedback received from the game's initial launch, with thousands of fixes and tweaks included. Developer Inzile Entertainment said. It will also add long-awaited DLC in the form of new final chapter that promises to add hours of new content. No details were revealed, but based on appearance on the large green fellow at the end of the trailer, I'd say we're finally going to see what happens in Herrenhold. Also, that's what Inzal said last year. The updated version will also include new enemies, weapons, and items, an updated interface, more class and gender character creation options. What in the hell? Is that rats? I was just watching this up here. Like, Jesus. Additional difficulty settings, full gamepad support, rebalanced combat and encounters, and thousands of fixes and improvements. The Bard's Tale 4 Director's Cut is available for pre-purchase on Steam and will also be coming to GOG. If you already own the original release, you'll get the Director's Cut content and updates as a free update when it goes live, which is set to happen on August 27th.
Hey.
So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Really don't have too much to say about this because I haven't played any of the Bard's Tale games, but that for what we've seen in that movie, it does look really good.
Yeah, really though. The stuff that they were like showing here, like, what is this? Is that all rats or what?
Right? That did look moderately frightening.
Yeah. Anyways, that's the end of our news this week. We're moving into our Kickstarters, the end of our podcast here. First up, their money keeps going up, and I hope it keeps going. 24 days to go. They're looking for $29,421. They currently have $9,683. Theropods, an adventure game full of dinosaurs. So you face dinosaurs, solve puzzles, and travel back in time of ginormous lizards and pixelated adventure games. Alright.
Alrighty. I mean, you said the word dinosaurs, so you're getting a lot of people interested already.
And pixelated makes me want to go jerk off in the corner, so... This looks fantastic so far. Oh! Oh shit! Oh no, what are you gonna... Oh! You had him cornered.
Until the yellow rock fell.
Ooh.
Oh, it's just a gold rupee, man. It's worth 300 rupees. Just pick it up. Oh.
Oh shit. So this looks good so far. I'm loving every second of this, by the way. Not the only thing that fell. Whoa.
Purple rupees, silver rupees, you know those two. All you gotta do. Oh.
Okay.
Or Vegeta, one or the other. Oh, it's Vision.
Jesus.
Tell me I'm wrong. It looks like him.
Yeah, no, you're right.
That's like it's
Damn.
Vision. He just has to go.
This looks fucking great.
Yeah, it does. Clever girl.
Alright, well, yeah, I want to play that. I'm hoping it's going to get back. They still have 24 days. They have lots of time. Alright, so, if you pledge $12 or more, you can get in on the Early Bird Special, which is a digital copy of the game at a discounted price. $15 for the full copy. So, yeah, you're still getting, £3 off, which is about $5 or $6.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game, it looks beautiful as well. In case you can't tell, I'm a big fan of pixel stuff, pixel art.
Yeah.
Love that shit.
If you haven't paying attention, it's in our podcast name. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, really.
Just saying. We might like this sort of stuff. And also for me, it's a female protagonist, which is like my favorite thing in all of video gaming. Don't ask me why. It is.
All I can say is that, my God, if I had the fucking money, I would, like, top tier pledge all these fucking people. Just get all the extra shit that they want to give you, too, on top of it. Like, oh, you want to give me a physical figurine of a T-Rex? Yes! I'll take 2 of them. God damn, that is awesome.
I just want my dinosaurs, man.
Right, T-Rex sculpture. Design your own dinosaur to be in the game. Be in the game as a villager. Pixel portrait of yourself. Meet us in a Skype call. Kickstarter exclusive T-shirt. A postcard. Oh, exclusive Oh, let's see that. Oh. Your name engraved on the Chief's cave. Official soundtrack. Digital high-res art book. Kickstarter exclusive digital wallpaper. Like, oh man, all that shit sounds so good. I want it all. And again, they're using a female protagonist, so this is something that Scott would like, so...
Yep, that's what I'm about.
Dude's just underwater. Where is it? So yeah, I'm looking forward to this Kickstarter. I hope it gets through sooner than later. Our next one is Inmortis, a dark and disturbing 2D top-down action RPG. They only have 11 days to go. They're looking for $30,830. They currently have only $3,500. In Paris, France. Let's have a look and see what they have here. Whoa. Starting out strong. Whoa, pixel graphics. Okay. Whoa. This doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, you know what the art style of this reminds me of? It's Slay the Spire.
Yeah. Yep, I can see that. Everyone likes customization. Oh, this looks pretty cool. It's almost like Dark Souls-ish.
Yeah. Pixel like Dark Souls. 2D
face crush
sort of setting.
I was gonna say, what are you, like, resisting that lightning like hardcore? Okay, so it doesn't look like a terrible game by any means.
Right?
Maybe it's just the way that they were doing their PR for the Kickstarter itself. You can play the demo as well. Twisted world inspired from Warhammer and the Cthulhu mythos. You don't have to choose your way and find out what happened to the world around you. Okay.
It went to pot, man. The whole world looks like it's all fucked up.
See, again, £15 or euros. My bad. I probably called the last one pounds, and I meant to say euros. But yeah, €15 for the full game copy. Seems a little high.
Yeah, €15 translates to $25 American.
Some kind of cool stuff they have in their top tier. Jesus.
Lots of tears, holy crap.
Forgotten God, ultimate design package, and your statue in-game, invited to meet the team. 5 copies of the game, all rewards from above. Write a lore fiction, design a gift of the gods, design a spell or ability. Your pixel portrait in the credits, your name in the game, design a new weapon or armor set, design a new enemy, create an NPC, create an entire quest, design a boss, launch day with the team, your statue in the game. Oh, okay. Well, they let you, it's basically, that when you think about this tier, this is basically here. We're going to let you be part of the entire game, basically.
Yeah, right?
New enemies, new weapons or armor set, your, what is it? Design a spell or ability, design a gift of the gods, write lore fiction, create an NPC, an entire quest, a bot. Like, you basically do, here's a section of the game. And that's pretty smart of them, really.
Yeah, right?
Alright, moving on to our last one. Critter World. Creature catching action RPG. Inspired by Pokemon and The Legend of Zelda. We're looking for 13,000. They've only got 748, 23 days to go.
Okay.
I think you'll be surprised, actually. I did watch a little bit of the trailer for this one. It didn't look as bad as I thought it was going to be, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to keep this one in here.
Oh, no, I completely forgot. Excuse me.
It's alright.
Let's go. Wait, see the trailer for a second. Anyone see it? They look beautiful.
I'm gonna have to, like, fast forward or something.
Jesus.
Because I think it's like a 3-minute fucking trailer as well. Yeah, oh, it's the most basic of basic. I'm quite shocked.
What in the world?
Just imagine, I can hear DP wail over the left of my nose. So yeah, it's a little bit different than what you would expect, actually. So yeah, there's a lot to take in with this game, but it seemed very interesting in regards to what they want to actually do with it. It's just, I don't know how well it's gonna... Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Alright. Anyways. So that's the game. It's a very strange type of game, but like I said, I think it has potential.
It
just there's so much that it looks like they're trying to
I know that they're throwing a little bit too much,
Yeah.
too quick. What's going on? I mean, I'm sure once you're in the game, you'll at the same time, like, one of the Pokemon a piece of toast. This is what I'm getting.
$10 for the game. Whoa, I guess this must be all the different types of critters you can get.
What the hell? Am I turnip? What in literally is just called turnip?
No, turn pit.
Turn pit? Sorry. What the
See, it looks like it's a type, almost like a puzzle type game, but you're also using critters, Pokemon, in order to do like certain abilities to be able to finish the puzzles. Which is why I said like it has some potential, but like there's just so much happening that it's hard to like kind of put it all together, kind of thing. So, anyways, that is our last game and everything for this week. Oh.
Wow. That kind of just took me by surprise a little bit there. I'm like, okay.
That's what he's got.
It's okay. I'm been one of those podcasts, man. Confused by a Pokemon Zelda-esque game and then laughed at goats. Been one of those kind of podcasts.
Goat of duty.
But thank you everybody for coming by. For everybody who was here for the stream version of the podcast.
I always appreciate having everyone around. It didn't run as long as I thought it was going to, so I'm glad we got through our news and we didn't over bullshit anything. And we actually, I feel like we still covered everything as well as we would have.
Yeah, Yeah, definitely. There was a lot of stuff to go over this week, and glad we got to as much of the stuff that we did.
You know what? We're gonna host up Daddy Dino. He is currently and then we have DP Whale dodging over there playing some Mega Man 2. I've hosted up DP Whale a few times, though. I'm going to do up some Daddy Dino. He is over there playing Serious Sam Classic.
Ooh.
So, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the podcast. If you did, again, any comments, feedback, always appreciated. Always join the Discord as well, so you can talk to us more often, give us some insights yourself, or also provide the comments and feedback there. And
yep.
You know,
if there's anything that you guys, anything that you guys would like us to discuss about during the podcast, we will definitely take suggestions, and we are more than happy to take on any of the tougher subjects that you guys may have for us.
Indeed. All right. Well, have yourselves a good evening. We will see you again next week, and enjoy yourselves some Daddy Dino. Good night.
Have a good night, guys.